bathroom. Well, it's not my bathroom. I'm actually working on a yacht because I am a personal trainer and I have a couple clients who are on here and we are all training together. And I finished my morning sessions. And so I'm doing this mini live, which demonstrates why using breath control in conjunction with your split squat is superior to not using breath control with a split squat. And I would love to debate someone on this because I'm sure that someone else could have great arguments on the other side. But I've been studying combining breath with functional movement for a long time, and there are several reasons. For one, hip mobility in a split squat. You can easily use a split squat to improve mobility in your hip joint, especially this back hip, right? And we can just like hold this position where we're constantly flexed at the hip, not getting full range of motion, not getting hip extension and in the back hip, or we can use our breath to engage the muscles that open up the front of the pelvis, work our abs like crazy, and just improve your split squat in general because you're gonna have more lower, sorry, no sleep last night because we were going through the Panama Canal and so wavy. I'm at the front of the ship, so if I stumble on my words, sorry. I try to articulate a little better than this, but anyway, the increased stability in the back is wonderful. If you can achieve better lower back stability in your squats, in your lunges, in your jump roping, in your running, you are going to last longer on your fitness journey. Less incidence of lower back pain. So check it out. First, let me get close to the camera. Let me demonstrate to you what I mean by a full inhale and a full exhale using the ab ribbon as tactile feedback. Now, do you need an ab ribbon to completely inhale and exhale? No, you do not. Do I prefer to have the tactile feedback to know that I'm really challenging my breath to its complete inhale? Feeling the ribbon tighten and then a complete exhale. Even when you think you've drained all of the air from the lungs, exhale a little bit more and feel those obliques turn on that squeeze the air out of the lungs. I personally love the feeling of this being loose around my waist and also tight at certain times based on what I'm doing with my breath cycle, based on my breath control. So it's really helpful for me. It's been my own little personal trainer. I invented this about 10 years ago. It's been through about 7 prototypes, and this is the current one, the ab ribbon. If you go to Hypoxix.fitness, Hypoxix.fitness, it's 20% off right now, and it makes a great holiday gift. So, click on that QR code. It comes with a bunch of free exercises, and it's great. So here you go. Let's do the split squat here. So I'm going to put my arms out in front so you can see how I'm maximizing my hip extension in my back hip with the split squat. Now, I also want you to think slightly squeeze the glute because that's going to help you get a little booty work right here and also increase that amount of hip extension. Like when you stretch your hip flexors, I would rather that you don't push hard into the front of the hip because sometimes that can overstretch them. Instead, I just want you to think gentle tuck of the pelvis. Use your low abdominals. Use your complete exhale, like really, truly exhale, not a fake exhale. Many of us are stuck in partial inhalations. And this is causing chronic back pain, these back sensors that are over tight because we're living in a rib flared state. Whereas you can use the tactile feedback of an ab ribbon, or you can even start with a belt or a bathrobe tie or something around your waist. You don't have to buy my ab ribbon. It is only $22 though, so I do recommend it, especially with the free exercises it comes with. But when you completely exhale, you're engaging muscles in the rib cage that drop the ribs, that take you out of that flared position, and you're engaging muscles in the pelvis that help to slightly posterior tilt the pelvis, open up the lower back, extend the hip, and then you get a more effective hip mobility exercise by using your breathing core. These are the core muscles that contribute to your involuntary but your voluntary breathing especially. So what we're doing here is we're controlling the breath and we're activating certain muscles that force the exhale out. And we use a very specific tempo, frequency, intensity, and duration of breath cycles in order to increase activity in the abdominal region and to better connect to the core stabilizers, the breathing core during functional movement. So we're going to try to do 3 split squats on one singular exhale. Now I want you to do a hard exhale, almost like you're blowing a birthday candle out across the room. That's what I want you to think of here. So you take an inhale, tighten the ribbons, you're breathing into the base of your lungs, and then on the 3 split squats on the exhale, you're loosening the ribbons. So it's going to go, but you have to blow it forcefully. It's the forced exhale that increases activity of those obliques and the transverse abdominis, that muscle that does this belly button to spine. If you're postpartum like I am, 2 babies, extremely helpful to use this breathing to restore your core in the early days, but also in the later days. You can always use this. And so, oh, hi. Hey guys! Hey Karela, am I pronouncing that right? Or Karela? That's a beautiful name. And Avigal, that is a beautiful name. Wow, what beautiful names in this room. I'm so lucky. So, ABCD, you said, what are you doing? I'm doing a breathing core exercise. I'm teaching you how to connect your breath to your core. And DM said, can you do it once more slowly to get it correctly? Absolutely. So here, I'm taking an inhale and I'm pushing into the ribbon through my nostrils, and then I'm blowing out like through a straw, or I'm trying to blow a birthday candle out across the room as I take the exhale, and I'm going to slowly loosen the ribbon. When you think you have no air left, squeeze 1 more ounce of air on a shushing sound. Shh. Why on a shush? That's going to give your abdominals even a little more resistance, using the combination of your tongue and the roof of your mouth, your lips, just the shape of your mouth. And so I use a lot of sounds on the exhalation in this breathing technique in order to provide the abdominals with more resistance. So you get even more core activated and you get a stronger core doing these functional movements. So let's go. Let's try it. And that's going to be it for today because I have to go into my next client. I'm going to inhale, tighten the ribbon, and then we're going to do 3 slow repetitions on the exhale. Think about squeezing that back booty on this split squat. I'm going to hold my arms to the front so you can see my breath. Ready? Inhale. And now shush it. Shh. It's like shrink wrap, right? It's that last repetition that just really gets those abs like crazy. I have a dress on today, well, a skirt. I'm training, so these are actually shorts. This is such a cool outfit. I love this. I would wear this every day if I could just like have it washed every day, but I can't. Life is too crazy. But I really recommend controlling your breathing in conjunction with working out. I only have a few more minutes and before I have to go to my next client, and just taking that break to do that functional movement, controlling the breathing in conjunction with it, I feel so much more calm. I feel so much more alive. I got a temporary rise in my carbon dioxide from slowing the breath down, that hypoventilation. It's so cool. So thank you guys so much for joining, and I'll see you at the next one. All right, have a great day. Bye-bye.